where the skies are so gray. Yeah, boy. Fuck yeah, boy. Here we are. Home, sweet home. Oh, no, no, no. Yeah, no shit. I got a white boy out in here, the old ring. I tell you one of these songs is a while of being the cowboy. Alright. Let's get ourselves in our fucking spot. Let's get us to the spot, the zone. There we go, there we fucking go. And now we're getting into the business. Now we're gonna have some business. But first I need to get the charging business going, so I'm just gonna do that real quick. Ay. Ugh, fucking hell. Man, I am sweating. We've got coffee, and some beers, and some food. That's what we got going on today. Tell you what. Hey, down. Into this real quick. Bam, boom. Okay. Boom. Get the Bluetooth going. Let's get some music. All that fun shit. I'm sweating balls, bro. Fuck. Sweating balls. Gotta be sweating all the balls. Fucking yell damn. Fun. Here. Do a little joke off. He's just a sweet little thing. Dude, this dog went fucking ape shit. Ape shit, bro. This dog was psycho. Psycho dog. That's what I tell you, it's a psycho dog. As soon as he saw me, he was just like, oh, is that really you? It is you! It's just like he started going nuts, dude. It's fucking beautiful. It's just adorable. I tell you what, it was adorable. That's what I say. That's what I fucking say, I tell yous. Alrighty. Let's get some music. Let's do it.
Fit the needs of a very diverse buyer segment. Why can't I remember? I wrote this stuff. Why can't I remember it? Man, why don't I say it fucking right? What does the goddamn line say, Tony? What is the goddamn line? I don't give a shit what the line is. I fucked up the word rear.
That's fun. The vapors of caffeine. And hey, I gotta have this cracked open too. And we gotta grind this up too. We got some fucking shit to do, son. We got some catching up to do, boy. Let's do it. Let's fucking go. Woo! Oh, the good old times of being home. I love it. It's always celebratory when I, decide to make myself back home and, enjoying ourselves and all that fun shit. What are you doing over there? I hear you, dog. You being nut? goofy little dog. Just such an adorable little dog.
Tony, do me a favor, will you please? Will you do me a kindness? Yeah. I don't. It make any difference to me at this juncture. Thank you very much.
That was a strange feeling that, you know, while one of my homeboys might have been here, they might have taken some weed. I've noticed that I honestly can't tell, and I honestly don't even know if that's true. But I just have a feeling where it's like, why do I have that feeling? I got a feeling some of that shit might have just happened. Might not really approve of it. Is right. Oh, I tell you what. I tell you what. Yeah, I'll do this real quick, so. You know, I also just realized this is probably the earliest I've ever streamed on this channel, like, ever. I don't normally stream at 11 in the morning / afternoon. Wait, hold on. There we go. Wait, did I do it? Lol. There we go. Okay, there. Back to salad again. You're goddamn right. And you're just in time for this bowl to get fucking loaded. I haven't done it yet, but it's getting there. I got some brewskis. I got this. A coffee, brews, and weed. You know, what could go wrong, you know? Especially on the day I'm technically working. We're not gonna say that, though. My work knows that I was coming back today at a determined time, and they know I'm home now. But I straight up told them, it's like, look, I just got back. I literally came back like not even like an hour ago. It's just like, yeah, I mean, it's like, don't make me come in today. Like, I mean, and if honestly, I will decide if I do, because like, you know, I might still be wide awake and not give a fuck, you know, at that point. And be like, you know what, let me drain my energy, and then I'll go do karaoke later or something. Because I know this much, I ain't gonna be staying there for the full shift. I just know that. That's honestly if I decide to do that. When's the last time you slept? I don't know. I don't know. Thursday? So, I woke up Texas time at like 1 or 2, and then yeah, so that was Thursday. So I've been up since like 1 o'clock Thursday, or about, I guess that would technically be 2 hours back about this time right now. So I've been about awake for at least a full 24 hours at minimal. At least a full 24, maybe honestly longer, but at least a full 24 so far. So about 24 hours, yeah. Which I've done all-nighters. I've done 24-hour, you know, shit. Like, this isn't unusual for me. Having, like, an all-nighter like this is definitely not unusual. And also, I've been kind of taking little power naps here and there, like on the plane and shit. But being in the center seat, like, this is the thing. Like, I was, coming from Vegas to Portland. Oh my god, dude. I had, like, the worst luck with seating. Like, there was somebody in my specific seat, like, you know, and I was like, well, I'll just move one back, you know, just sit in the lettered thing while, you know, this other dude's sitting in my spot, I guess, or whatever, you know, that's what I'm thinking, whatever, you know, and then about 5 minutes later, this mom and her daughter come up, it's like, oh, yeah, we're 6A and B, and I was like, oh, are you 6A? I was like, and I kind of played it off, it's like, is it? I thought it, you know, it's like... Or it's like, or they're saying, it's like, isn't it like 7A or B or whatever? I'm just like, isn't it? I thought it was 6. I looked at it, I was like, oh, I guess not, my bad. I played it off. And then I just like sat one back up. I sat in the aisle seat, you know, because there was no one there yet. And then 5 minutes later after that, there's some other dude who's like, you know, oh, 6C, okay. And they look and they see me there. It's like, oh, excuse me, could I sit there? Is my seat thing? And he showed the ticket and I was like, okay. Yeah, mine's 6A, but he's sitting there. So I just kind of scoot one over and I was in the middle. It sucked. I couldn't really like just, oh, you know what, hold up. Oh, I can't even fucking pop it right now. Shit, alright. Bowl's definitely gonna get smoked here. Oh. Never mind, that felt great. Oh. Holy shit, I did not know how much I wanted to do that. Oh, yes, that felt so good. Oh, God, that felt good. Oh, that felt great. It's just like this fucking hit right here. Alright, first hit in what, 5 fucking days? Shit. Gonna get fucking lit here. I'm holding this bad boy in. Oof. Woo. Oh shit, a cowabunga, man. A cowabunga. Careful not to overdo it. I'm a hardcore stoner. What do you take me for? What do you take me for? I have things to counterbalance it. Just more drugs. I mean, unironically though. Drug. What else do we got here? Oh. Drug. So, you know, I got things to counteract it. Where the fuck is Venom? He's in Mississippi right now. Oh, actually, dude, okay, hold up. I don't think he'll mind. But, dude, I gotta show you some of our back... Well, not show. I gotta tell you, like, some of this back and forth. Because, like, right when I got into Oregon, like, as soon as I landed and I hit him up, it's like, hey, finally, home sweet home. And it's just like, straight up, let's do it in Mississippi. He's moving. Moving across the country to go to New Mexico. Anyway, where's the... I'm trying to go to the beginning of this. Oh, here we go. Alright, oh man, we've been talking a lot. He's finally making a big move, it's happening. Yeah, he was making the big move while I was in Texas. Like, he was, like, he finalized all, you know, the official move and was in a hotel ready to, you know, jump off, when I was in Texas. And then when, and then the day I was leaving was the day there, like, my brain is still on Thursday, so, like, fuck. Like, so on Wednesday was the day that, you know, they were gonna, like, finalize everything to actually get going and go, and, with the movers and all that shit, and then, Thursday, my brain still wants to say today, even though it's not today in my mind, it's yesterday. That's when he officially got out, and now is going for Mississippi. But here, okay, I need to find the beginning of this. Where is the start of this shit? Oh, here we go. All right, here it is. Oh, here. Actually, I gotta show off this pic. I got a pretty cool pic of the red line. Hold on. I'll just pull it up because I sent it to Telegram chat as well. Just because Discord doesn't want to pop it up for some reason. But I got this pretty dope little shot of the red line just chilling. I didn't realize that the red line was literally right there either. Like, cause right behind me is like that pickup, you know, with the drive and shit. I did not realize that the red line was literally like right there. But pretty dope little shot. I tried to get it with that sign as well, but the sign didn't really get in there as much. It was a little too dark, but whatever. Still a nice little shot. But that's kind of the start of this little fun adventure that we end up, you know, having with our backs and forths. Because as soon as I said that, he says, we're just leaving Bama right now, Lamau. I'm going like, hey, fuck yeah. And saying how, funny how we basically just missed each other by like a day or two. And then a little bit later, he says, she's making me listen to Dag Rock on the way. Ugh. So this is like the start of the hilarity, honestly. So it's like, what the fuck could Dad Rock be in this case? Knowing what his mom is like, he likes all that classic rock and stuff. My brain's going like Journey, The Who, shit like that. And I swear to God, if he really thinks all that's Dad Rock, which I know he's gonna say yes, it is. I'm gonna be a little butthurt. It's like I've seen Journey, I've seen The Who live, and so it's like, I mean, and I've seen Kiss. That's definitely a Dad Rock band, if you can call it. I mean, actually, if anything, they're like the quintessential Dad Rock band, if anything. But I've seen them on their farewell tour. Yeah, so and what else? Like, I know there's at least a few others, but I mean, so I'm thinking, what could it be? And what it was pour some sugar on me, ooh, in the name of love. That's what it was. Let's pour some sugar on me. Dad sex rock is what he calls it. And you know what? And for me, I was just like, dude, if that's what it is, then goddamn it, I could grant the pass, because it's a fun song, especially when you're doing karaoke or something. It's like, why not? It's fun. And then he says, I tried putting some System of the Down, and his mom was like, bro, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? And she changed it to country, where it's just like, I want Jesus to turn on wheel so I can drink this sing back barrel. Cause my wife just left me for a big blind dick and gonna hitch this bitch on the bitch. Or something like that, I don't even know. Just some weird bullshit like butt country. And then it's just like, and I was like, while that was happening, I was listening to country. I was listening to Wheel Walker Jr. So it's just like, I just love how she switched it to country when I was listening to the country on my way back home. I was just like, bruh, Venom, you cannot win here. You're not winning. But because I was listening to some, I was like, yo, try to pull this up. And I pulled up some fucking Wheel Walker Jr. And, and unfortunately, she's also having the Bluetooth and won't give it to him. Even though they're listening to the radio specifically, like, they have a Bluetooth where they can connect the speakers and play music on their own phones and shit, but, she won't give it to him. Because I have a feeling she knows what he would do and start playing random music that she wouldn't like, and she's gonna be like, what the fuck is this? This is why I don't give you the aux. And then I was trying to get him to be like, yo, you gotta sneak in there. You gotta, like, turn the Bluetooth off, turn it back on, and get your shit connected before her phone auto connects. That's how you do it. And then just get a playlist made in the meantime and just bump that shit. And then, so this is like, where it gets pretty hilarious. God damn, they need to repave this interstate, potholes every 10 goddamn feet. Oh my god, man. That's just the South for you, isn't it? Because the DFF boys on Deep Fat Fried, like, all three of them used to live in Louisiana, like, for a period of time. Like, they all used to live in a place they nicknamed the Tinderbox. It's like, man, there's a lot of fun times that happened in that Tinderbox. Like, at least when it came to the different DFF episodes and shit like that. But, like, there's honestly a whole story behind that fucking house that they all used to live in. I won't get too much into it. It'll be a stun lock, but holy shit. Like, it's like the things that they would say though, like, because they all lived in Louisiana for a time, is that the roads are shit. Like, I think, like, the only, like, state in the South that's actually got somewhat worth a fuck roads was, like, unironically Arkansas. Like, because it would basically be, like, like, bumping around with potholes galore and shit. And then, like, as soon as you hit, like, goddamn, Arkansas, or, like, one of the, the states just, above them, it's like, it's just smooth sailing. It's like, what? It's like, huh? It's like, oh my goodness. It's like, oof. It's like, well, that's Louisiana for you. And the funny thing was, he wasn't even in Louisiana yet. He wasn't even in Mississippi yet at that point. I was like, well, close enough, because it's all the same shit to me. And then, of course, he's like, he's saying he ain't looking forward to Louisiana. And then apparently, like a state trooper was giving him a side eye or whatever. You know, and he started kind of getting paranoid about that. And I was just like, holy fucking shit. I was having to tell him, like, dude, leave it to me for, like, the one rare time ever for me to, like, kind of barely defend a cop, I guess. Because, like, if you're all driving on the highway just doing your own thing and you just happen to drive, you know, past, you know, a fucking state trooper, I absolutely guarantee you they don't give a fuck. They probably just looked over and just kind of, all right, got 2 occupants, that's, all right. You know, that's pretty much about as far as it went with that fucking, you know, pig, okay? Like, I absolutely guarantee you. Absolutely guarantee that's what it was. Just like, got some occupants over there, you know, kind of cruising right there, minding the speed limit, that's fair, alright. Alright, those my exits coming up here pretty soon, and now I'm kind of doing another loop on my patrol here, I'll tell you what. You know, just like starts peeling off, you know, to whatever the hell he's doing. Like, I guarantee you that's what was going on. But because, you know, our boy got, like, you know, his own paraphernalias, you know, when it comes to the good old drugs, like, he was getting paranoid about it, being like, I don't need him pulling me over, you know, he might pull us over, blah, blah, he's giving me the side eye and this and that. It's like, dude, like, again, it's like, I guarantee you that that didn't even cross his mind. And that's the thing, like, I mean, I don't really think, you know, that when it comes to cops and shit, even if I know they could probably try to harass me for some bullshit. Because the thing is, that's honestly, like, the last thing you want to be doing to yourself. Because that makes you more suspicious, to be frank. Like, I mean, you know, at least in my experience, if you're like, oh shit, cops, you know, it's like, you know, I don't want to be near them, why are they looking at me? And you start looking, you know, and it starts kind of looking like you're being fidgety or some shit, that ain't really a good thing. You don't want to really be doing that. Because then the cops would be like, hey, how's it going? You doing okay? You know, something we can help you with, sir? Anything you need? You know, they'll start coming up to you and start asking questions. If you just, you know, keep cool, mind your own biz, they ain't gonna give a fuck and they're not even gonna bother you. I mean, it's like when I was at the Dallas airport. Also, did they like is the Dallas airport Jesus Christ? Is the Dallas airport like totally new now? Because it is totally different from what I remember it. Because the last time I was there, from this before this time, like I remember they used to have like this whole big like lobby fucking area, and they had like this whole map on the you know on the ground or on the floor of like, you know, like a 1980 era looking, you know, map of geography, because the USSR was still there, Yugoslavia, like the, you know, Soviet Federalist Republic of Yugoslavia was still there and shit. Like, I mean, you know, East and West Germany was there. It was like, I mean, it was like an old map and shit. Like, that was on the ground and stuff. Last time I was there back in, like, 2021, it was still there. But this time, I don't even know where the fuck any of that was. Like, I don't know if it was just because of, like, the specific terminals I was at, or if they just completely took all that out and it's just gone. I'm honestly kind of perplexed. It threw me for a fucking loop. I was like so confused, feeling like I was wandering around aimlessly, not knowing where the fuck I was going, you know, for half the time I was at that airport. Like, I honestly don't like it. Like, Dallas is way more fucking confusing of an airport now than it was before. Like, the way it used to be, I honestly loved way more. I will admit, I do kind of like that they have like 8,000 different TSA checkpoints, essentially. Like, because, I'm being a little hyperbolic, but in a way that actually kind of helps speeds up the process in a sense. Because when I went there last night, it was actually pretty busy, but it wasn't that long to go for TSA. It was like 5 minutes, you know, so it was really quick. And I think a lot of it was just because they literally had like 8 different stations set up all throughout the terminal, so you just had to go through one of them, and there you go. You know, or basically go for like, you know, one of the closest one to you, essentially. You know, but honestly, that's like the only thing that's good about it, though. Like, everything else about the new airport, just like, I don't know, it's a little bunk. Not a fan of it. I prefer the old way. I prefer the old airport. Because when I was there in like 2018 and then in 2021, like, it was under construction. I honestly thought they were just kind of expanding it and like kind of, you know, retrofitting some parts of it. I didn't realize they were like completely taking everything out and shit, like moving it over a little bit. Like, and also, like, Dallas, not just the airport, but Dallas itself is a fucking maze. Roads upon roads, roads everywhere, highways here, freeways there, roads, nothing but roads, all roads. You get a road, everyone gets a road, for rip free of roads. It's like roads everywhere. I don't think these motherfuckers would know what a sidewalk was if it slapped them up beside the face. Like, if they tripped and fell on a sidewalk, they wouldn't know what it was. They would think it's a road. Everything's a road. It's like there's, oh my god, the jungle urban automotive nightmare that is Texas. Fuck. Dude, oh my god, I felt like I was going insane every time I look out and just see roads of different levels, like, you know, just everywhere. It's, oh my god. Honestly, it's like, man, you could tell I'm a very European-esque minded fuck when it comes to this shit, because, god, it's so just gross. It looks so, like, just dystopian, dead, desolate, just, it's like, fuck, dude. And, like, you know, when I'm looking up, you know, like, down in Vegas when it's at night, so you can see all the lights, so I can kind of see all the highways and the roads and shit. They got better roads! They're better with this shit! It's like, I'm pretty sure it's like a Texan problem specifically. Like, they don't know what sidewalks are. I swear, if they would ban sidewalks, they would do it. If it was, like, mandated by law to have a fucking vehicle and drive everywhere, Texas will do it. Like, I swear to God, like, they don't know what sidewalks are. I'm pretty sure that's a foreign concept to them. At least in Dallas, like, cause fuck. Ugh. Like, they will have, like, some sidewalks which are basically, like, you know, kind of a walkway in, like, you know, downtown areas, but that's about it. Like, you know, and it has to be, like, a well-developed one. Like, the place I was at, I mean, I'm not going to say a specific name of the town, but honestly, I will just name some other random-ass fucking town, you know, that's, like, near it. Like, you know, I don't even know any of them. Fuck, you know, whatever. Like, well, I know there's, oh my god, you know, just imagine a town of, like, 500 people. Like, basically. Like, a tiny-ass little bunk town. And, like, you know, a good third of them are basically just, like, farmers or rancher types. You know, it's like, I mean, there's no roads. You got, well, no, well, there are roads, plenty of them. There's no sidewalks. Like, I mean, there's roads, and then there's just dirt. You know, it's just like I'm literally mean, they don't know what sidewalks are. There aren't any. I'm just like, and also in the place of where I was at, like, the downtown area, the downtown, if it could even really be called that, like, I mean, the center of town, realistically, no sidewalks, none, just dirt. It's like, god, it's just, gives me fucking aneurysm, swear to God. Because shit, like, that's just not a way to fucking it just exists. It's like, Jesus. Like, I like small town aesthetics and, like, little, you know, kind of little bunkin' towns and shit, you know, like, it's kind of nice and homey and, you know, and, like, and stuff. I mean, it's not that's the problem. It's their obsession with roads. Nothing but roads. It makes me want to be like a militant pedestrianist, if that's a thing. You know what? We're making it. There we go. We need that's what we needed. Like, we're making it a thing, damn it. We're making it a thing. Militant pedestrianism. Make it so, number one, because holy fuck, we need it. We don't need it up here, at least. But we need to start exporting it. We need to start exporting this shit, because oh my god. I mean, because this whole, like, I mean, you know, when it comes to Reconstruction, I mean, this is actually one, yeah, like, I kind of meme it a little bit, but I do genuinely, honestly advocate it, like, unironically, though. And it's not even necessarily because of the culture and social politics and shit, but it's like, get a fucking mandate, you know, fuck these, you know, corrupt, shitty states that do not adequately, you know, address their crumbling infrastructure and fucking fix it. Like, I mean, that's, like, honestly another aspect that doesn't get talked about as much, at least I don't really mention as much, but that is such a big thing that needs to, like, really, like, have emphasis, in a way, to an extent, because, like, holy shit. It's a fucking just, ugh, it's a maze of nightmares of just automotive road hellscape. It's like, God. Ugh, man, I don't even know, bro. I honestly don't even know how, like, people my age or younger in those places fucking live, like, honestly. I mean, I really don't know. Like, I mean, it's, like, because at least for me, there ain't no way I could be able to, like, afford to drive everywhere, spend all this fucking money on gas and my own expenses of just living and existing also. Oh my God. Like, there'd be no way. I mean, I would have to essentially try to live in, like, downtown Dallas or downtown Fort Worth or something. I have to at least be in a somewhat bigger city that maybe has transit or maybe not. You know, it's like, and hope for the best there. Which is why at least Dallas, but their public transit is trash, so it's not really saying much, unfortunately. Oof. I mean, you know, and honestly, there are things that I do kind of like about Texas, I will have to admit, you know, because I did enjoy my time there and everything. And honestly, you know, like, you know, the landscape and just kind of the vibe, if you take the people, for the most part, out of it, I'd say at least, I don't know, 60% of the people out of it. Like, it really isn't that bad. Like, honestly, like, one thing that I noticed, at least I also kind of like that isn't as prevalent up here, is just kind of a more genuine, or, well, maybe not, it could be or maybe not, I don't know what people's intentions are, whatever, it doesn't really matter at that case, but there's more of a, like, you know, emphasis of just kind of casual conversation in a sense. Being, you know, like, because I was at this place called Babes, that's literally what it's called, and it's kind of like this restaurant that's actually really good. I had catfish for the first time there, and this waitress noted my hat, and she says, "Your hat is really, really cool. I like it." And, you know, I said, "Oh, well, thanks," you know, and just started talking about it. I was like, "Yeah, I just, got it for my dad because he had it and he stopped wearing it, so I did, and just kind of started adding things over time. Collected feathers, just walking around, and, in my neighborhood and stuff like that up in Portland, and, I mentioned that too. She's like, "Oh, really?" So she was about at least maybe like, 20 something, she was, so it was like, I think she kind of started getting a little, I kind of rizzed her up, actually, if anything, from what I noticed. I was like, "Oh, you noticed my hat? Well, here, let me rizz you." I also made sure to give her a tip as well, because, I mean, she was really cool. But, it's just things like that. And also, last night, before I left, we had dinner at this kind of a Texan local regional chain place called Brandon Burger. And there's at least 3 locations. There's one in Midlothian, one in Hillsboro. There's a Hillsboro, Texas, too. And then in Waxhalia. And Brandon Burger, oh my oh, Brandon Burger is fire, dude. Like, it is so goddamn good. Like, I mean, if there's one thing that Texas know how to do, it's like home cooking type of shit. It's like kind of like those like small regional chain places and shit. Like, oh, fucking amazing, dude. Like, I mean, they're Whataburger. Honestly, this is the first time, I did not have a Whataburger. I did not have an opportunity to, get a Whataburger while I was out there. Unfortunately, I did not. And I actually am sad about that. But you know what? I made up for it with Brandon Burger, because Brandon Burger it's fucking quality. And I got that Rail Yard Brewing Blonde Honey Ale over there too, which that was really good. Oh, that honey ale, oh, that was delicious. Branded Burger, yeah. Well, it's not Brandon, it's branded. Like, like you're branding, like a cattle or something like that. Because they literally brand the top of their buns. I was actually asking what you said. I wasn't referring to Whataburger. Oh. Well, yeah, whatever. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah. Alright, well, I guess it's worth mentioning that I committed a sin and didn't get a Whataburger. Honestly, it was because I was gonna get one, while I was... Yeah, honestly, it's just like, I had a plan to get it while I was waiting for my aunt to pick me up. Because I knew it was going to take a minute for her to, come pick me up and shit. So I was like, oh, well, let me, on my way out, grab a Whataburger or something. But because, the airport's new and they changed it up and the old terminal that I used to know is not there anymore, it's like, fuck, I couldn't find it. I was like, because I looked it up, and I don't even think they have it there anymore. I don't know if there's a Whataburger at the Dallas-Fort Worth airport anymore. I actually didn't, specifically bother to check. I was just kind of looking at the specific little terminal area, and I didn't see it there. Do you see people smoking in the airport in Vegas? That always cracks me up. No. Well, I saw people in the smoke lounges in the casino, in the Vegas airport, but I didn't really see anyone overtly smoking. I mean, I'm assuming they probably were if they were in there, but I didn't see it. But, honestly, like, I actually had, like, a pretty decent little win with roulette at the one roulette table that was in Vegas and shit. And I kind of made it oops and fucked up and basically broke even because I was like, let me try to get one more. Let's see if I can make that just a little bit more. And, of course, it ended up being, it was 000 roulette. So it's basically roulette, but there's, 0, 00, and then there's 3 zeros. So it landed on that, and I was like, fuck. And I ended up breaking even. I'm like, well, you know what? I don't really want to lose any more money, so fuck that. So I cashed out with, with the little I had. And I was like, all right, well, I'll just call it good at that. Don't want to, push it too much. That's the thing with, like, casinos sometimes. Like, when you get those decent wins, and then you're just like, it's like, do I want to try to see if I could kind of, but it's like, no, don't. It's like, honestly, 99% of the time probably ain't worth it. Because that's what happened with me when I was over there the other time. Because I was playing a little bit of roulette at, while I was there, and, yeah, it was kind of the same thing. I got some pretty big wins initially, and I was like, oh, well, let me do, like, a couple more. And then those couple more were some losses, and I broke even again. I was like, fuck. It's like, all right. Hold on, sweet home, bro. Missed you. Hey, what's up, my man? Yep. It is indeed. Now I'm celebrating. Celebrating with some chill and all that fun shit. Let's play some more. Play some more. Here. I'll call you when I'm off work. Alrighty. God damn. I just identified a movie I couldn't remember for years. Oh shit. Some dude brushes his teeth and his stomach explodes. Huh? Whoa. You off today? Debating on that. I mean, I technically work today, but I told my manager yesterday that I was coming in today. I just didn't know exactly when. I mean, obviously, that ended up being way earlier than I thought, but I'm kind of debating on that. I mean, especially because I'm having this. Don't go. I'm kind of feeling that. I mean, they already know about that, and I told them that, if I don't show up today, I might, if I feel like it, because I'm already covered. My shift's covered for it. It's just if I go, I'd be, getting an extra hand for them. I'm not even really worried about pay, honestly, just because, I mean, I have 5 days of, vacation time for this week, so I'm not really worried about it. Plus, I'm working tomorrow on top of that vacation pay, so I'm not fretting it. Going to mom's tonight? Nice. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing some karaoke later tonight at the bar, because it is Friday, even though my brain still thinks it's Thursday. I mean, I got to go back and, meet my boys and gals, at the fucking pub, and, be like, guess who's back, motherfuckers? Even though it basically feels like I was never gone because it's only a week. But fuck it. Y'all know you missed me. Oh, by the way, tell your mamas I said hellos. I made you as a guy, is you gonna die, you fool. Also, this song really reminds me of Texas. In a way that criticizes it. Man, I just kind of wish this type of like rockabilly country was like more of a popular thing. At least if anything, at least just in the genre of country. It's just too corporate and too just conservative, gross, and garbage. Like, I mean, I could basically only name like 4 country artists that I like, and most of them aren't even really like contemporary ones at all. I mean, I get arguably Cash, Wheeler Walker Jr. for sure, Mojo, but he's kind of more rockabilly, kind of cow punk artist, but, you know, the cow punk part is like country punk shit. And Hank Williams, Williams Jr. I'm trying to think of another one I might like here. Yeah, that's kind of about it. You know, yeah, like Cash, Walker Jr., Nixon, and Williams Jr. Like, yeah, there you go. Or is it Hank Williams? No, it's just really any Hank Williams. It's Hank Williams, and then there's like Hank Williams third. Yeah, I think a lot of them are country artists, so really just kind of like any of the Hank Williams. But it's like, considering I can literally name them, you know, with the digits of my fucking hand, you know, it's like, there's not really many of them that are, like, out there rocking it. It's like, motherfucker, dude. It's like, can we actually have, like, you know, some decent country and shit? Because, boo. I hate how most of it's just rote shit. You know what? Yeah, I mean, maybe I just need to be one of those fucking, you know, motherfuckers then. I need to just do it. Fuck it. I bet it's like, here, let me add another music project, you know, concept that I want to do that I probably won't be able to get to at all. I have a few of them in my mind, and I definitely want to do this type of idea. Because there needs to be more of it. We need more raunchy, edgy, leftist-based country and shit. I mean, that's just like, you know, what, you know, needs to be around. You kind of like take that genre back, damn it. Oh, the good old days when country wasn't garbage. See, there's where something back in my day would fucking work a little bit and actually have some merit. Because back then, like, I mean, the whole point of country was basically like you know, a part of the whole, like, you know, working man struggle of, like, you know, when it came to, like, the rural life and shit. Like, you know, when it came to being ranchers or farmhands and shit like that. Like, it was about, like, kind of the broader contemporary of that working class type of struggle and shit. I mean, and a lot of genres kind of emulate that, you know, as well, you know, when it comes to that, like, common working class struggle, you know, type of commentary and shit. I mean, country ain't the only one. I mean, blues especially is a very big genre with that. I mean, a lot of various elements of rock, you know, punk, yeah, like, I mean, a lot of these different genres, you know, have a lot of this type of commentary. Rap, you know, hip hop, you know, has a lot of these elements. I mean, it's like, it's a very common, you know, thing, and it's like, and a lot of these genres started with, you know, basically, you know, commentating on shit being fucked and saying fuck this shit, fuck the system, you know, like, I'm gonna, you know, like, put my thoughts about this shit, you know, out in music, put my struggle and put my, you know, like, you know, story in the story of my, you know, of what we go through and shit. I mean, it's like, that's why things like, you know, gangster rap were a thing, and like various different genres of punk. I mean, and like it's, you know, when it came to things like thrash, rockabilly, you know, like the endless different blues artists that exist out there. I mean, all of it was, you know, fundamentally built on this type of shit, because a lot of the roots of these genres, you know, also came from this as well. Like, especially when it comes to things like blues and rock, like all of this root, you know, came into root when it, I mean, as fortunate as it is, you know, because of the American slave trade, because a lot of Africans and Black Americans, or eventually Black Americans, are here in the U.S., you know, while on their times off, will incorporate a lot of like Western elements of like Christian music hymns and like, you know, more Western instruments to an extent, but also bring a lot of different African style like beats, percussion, and rhythm, and kind of chord progressions and various other different things, and incorporate them together to make a lot of different genres like bluegrass and, you know, and things like that. So it's like there's a lot of, you know, incorporation of different things that came from a lot of diversity and commentary, and a lot of just, you know, escapism from the struggle that they were going through, and kind of, you know, putting that in their music. I mean, there's, you know, prison hymns is another great example of it. I mean, I guess if you want to count that as a genre, I mean, I guess they're just kind of more part of the hymns genre, but it's a specific type, and hey, it works. I mean, it's why I love music so much, because it just tells such a huge story of like of humanity. It's just like such a strong expression of it, and I love it. I mean, it kind of almost makes me kind of feel bad for people that are a little like tone or like music deaf or tone audio deaf and shit. Because there are people that just are like that, and it's like, man, I almost kind of feel bad, because like, I mean, there's like such a strong like element of like the human condition that is, you know, in music. And I love to do it, so I'm just gonna do it. But like Vaush, yes, this motherfucker, like, dude, he has like literally the worst music takes ever. He thinks it's like it's just dumb and like, you know, meant for the simple mind and blah blah blah. And the only thing he listens to is basically like video game soundtracks, which is like, bitch. It's like, I mean, like, it sounds like you're just like music deaf, like, you know, where you just like, where you like, you just can't register it or some shit. You're one of those dudes, which I just feel bad at that point. But it's like, don't be so smug where you're just like, I'm above this. I mean, he really has that like thing about him. I mean, it gets my goat, but you know, it's like, I like it when it's something I agree with, but when it's not, it's like, you bitch. That's how I feel. What was that? Booby! Boo 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 boo! I'm not even gonna get mad at you. Woo! Woo woo! Boo boo! I'm not even gonna be mad at you for barking. Goofy little doggo is just okay. Oh, you're just a sweet little baby. Yes, you is. You're just a sweet little baby. He already did. I gave him a walk earlier, so he should be fine. I was excited to see you. I actually have a YouTube short I'm gonna upload. Because, yes, he couldn't contain himself at all. It was absurd. At first he was like, "Is that you?" And then he went, "Oh my god!" And then he just went nuts. Oh my god, it was
curled up in front of the door here.
Oh, but dude, oh my god, oh, he was literally right there most of the time.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that poor, oh my god, that almost kind of,
Oh god.
That kind of breaks my heart a little bit. Oh, he was sitting by the door over here waiting for, oh my god. Oh, that baby. Oh my god. Oh.
Just sit there waiting for you.
Oh my god. Oh, my baby. You were just waiting so patiently for me all that time. Oh, you sweet thing. Where are you going? Oh.
Where you want in?
Oh, a little stretch. You're doing a little stretch. Little stretchy boy. Oh, you're so cute. You happy, you're so cute. Yeah, he's gonna probably want back in here pretty soon.
You just sit there staring at me?
Okay, whatever. He's a goofball.
Okay.
Just a goofy little butt. Oh boy. He's gonna poke his head for that little cat door and he's gonna start boofing. I can feel it. You know, I wonder how Mickey the Rat's doing. I wonder how little bastard Mickey the Rat's doing over here, huh? I wonder. I haven't heard him yet. I'm sure he's still rummaging around here. I'm sure he's still doing his thing, being a little bastard. And if he is, he's probably somewhere over there. I'm honestly just, I have partially given up trying to capture this fucking son of a bitch. The fact that that smart, annoying little shit, you know, just will not, you know, just get caught is certainly annoying. And now that's going on warp drive. That's great. That's awesome. Nice. Just gotta love it. No, I'm actually kind of surprised Zukov hasn't poked his head through there yet. I guess now at this point he's just like, alright, well, I've seen you. I loved on you. Now I'm just gonna move on and do my thing. I'm eventually gonna see him there again. I'm gonna just look over and his head's just gonna be peeping through. Ugh. Getting that little bowl load up. You know what? Let's see what's going on for a little bit of a news. Actually, I know there's some stuff I want to kind of catch up on. Actually, now that I just mentioning it, there is one thing I directly want to react to, so I'm going to find it. Though, who was it that I'm trying to? Hold on. I think is it this? Nope. Oh, it's it. Who's the? I'm trying to think of who uploaded the video. Oh, here we go. Yeah, all right, I found it. All right, I have it set up, so we're gonna look at it. But it's something that I saw from the other day. From I think the last night when I was streaming when I was in Texas about Nikki Haley saying some hot takes about the Civil War or something. So I mean, it's like, oof. I have not read up about it. Like, I'm still in the blind. I don't know what she said or what happened or anything. I just know apparently it was a hot take. It was controversial takes. That's all I know. I don't want to be spoiled. I want to have that shoe drop when it's announced. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to. I want to absorb it, fresh. Because If it is so bad that it just like exploded everywhere for, you know, a moment, then what the hell did she say? It makes me excited because I'm sure it's going to be awesome. I'm sure this is going to be amazing. There we go. I got that bad boy loaded. You know what? Oh. You know, weirdly enough, these don't really go too bad together. Yeah, oh. Yeah, the taste actually isn't really too bad. Like the aftertaste of that and that honestly, it wasn't as bad as I thought. Oh, yeah, there he is. Oh my god, I knew it. All right, hold on, buddy. Hold on, buddy. You're like, wait a minute, I can't get in. Hey, boo-boo. Oh, look at that little tail wag. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Gotta give you some love. Oh my goodness, this sweet little boo-boo. Oh, the sweet little baby. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, I love you, this sweet little boy. You're the sweet little baby. Oh my goodness. Just a sweet boy. Yes, you is. Oh, I had to give him a lot of loves. He followed me. Come up. Hey, you want to be up here? Are you having an issue? Come here. Come here. Oh, okay, fine. Now you don't want to do that. Now you don't want to come over here. Gee, I see how it is there, pooch. YouTube, you don't want to full screen this for me. That is unfortunate. How unfortunate of you to do that. So now I'll do this bounce up. Do this bounce. There we go. Alright, hold on. Is there a spoiler on this one? Oh, yeah, there is. Shit. Fuck. Okay, there we go. Well, hold on. Does he play it later? Like a full clip? I must know. Oh, yeah, he does. He does. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to spoil it. Yeah, I don't want to get too... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I don't want to spoil it. Yeah, I want to hear the full clip in its totality. I don't want like a snippet and be like, wait, what? I don't want the snippet. I want the full thing. I want the build up, the crescendo. I want the arc. I want the full arc. And I also probably should put that up as well. I don't think we should be going in this blind. But yeah, so let's absorb, shall we?
Stepped in some doo-doo and is now doing what she can to try and run it back. So before I get to this clip, this has exploded.
David, you're looking chunky. I don't know if it's just me, but in my past recollection, you didn't look as chunky. Did you get fattened up from Christmas and Thanksgiving there, buddy? Did you have a lot of maple and Canadian bacon?
In a way that I guess I should have expected, but I didn't really, because Nikki Haley isn't all that important, at least not right now. Though, when you look at polling here, this is Republican primary polling, of course, you see here, Nikki Haley has gained on Ron DeSantis. So Nikki Haley is the 11%.
She's kind of that weird little green color. Yeah, she's kind of... Yeah, she's basically neck and neck with DeSantis. And honestly, I feel like this kind of confirms my suspicion that Nikki Haley might be Trump's VP, possibly. Considering that she is slowly but surely being kind of like... You know, like, we'll show you too bad, I guess, you know, to some of these people, you know, on this, you know, on the conservative side of things. I have a feeling that's probably what's going to be happening here. That's just my guess. I mean, I'm going to put a little bit of bets on that. I'm going to put some chips down on that shit, I'll tell you what.
Ron DeSantis is the 11.7, and of course Trump is still way ahead of everybody else at 61.2. So, still not much of a competition going on. But Ron DeSantis has
There never was in the first place.
dropped off completely, and Nikki Haley came out of almost...
You know, fucking hell, you know, honestly, this right here, way in that very fucking beginning, I find it so just fascinating that, like, Trump actually was not that much of the favorite. He was actually contended with DeSantis. And that it's just, man, dude. I'm in a way, I guess I'm kind of glad, because I mean, DeSantis would really be way, way, way worse.
You know, complete obscurity. Now, almost sitting in second place here. Meanwhile, everyone else, Ramaswamy has dropped off considerably, 3.5%.
Maybe he should just drop out.
No. So,
It really should just be basically DeSantis and Haley at this point. Like, they're pretty much the only ones worth the, well, semi worth the, they're not even really worth the fuck. What am I even saying? It's like, it should just be those two just so they can hash it out and fucking, like, you know, spit balls of fire at each other. I don't know.
Really comes close. Interesting three-way race, if you can call it that, when the other two candidates are down at 11%. But this is maybe why this got so much attention. Even Joe Biden, President Joe Biden, responded to Nikki Haley here. So let me show you the clip. This was during a town hall event where, as you'll see, Nikki Haley was asked, what was the Civil War about?
Oh boy. So here's the full clip. Let's just kind of like, just observe. Let's just really take this in for a second. What is this ominous fucking weird? Oh my god, that guy looks like he's a killer, dude. That guy looks like he's a serial killer. What the fuck? Whoa, dude. Holy shit. This guy looks like he really does not want to be there. He looks like he's just done and bored and just wants to, like, you know, go home and go fuck around on Reddit or something.
What was the cause of the United States Civil War?
This long pause is weird. Right off the bat, dude. Oh, no. Dude, how long is that pause? I feel like you shouldn't have to pause this. You shouldn't have to be like, well... Like, I don't... we gotta observe that.
What was the cause of the United States Civil War?
Dude, it's like...
Well, don't come with it.
That was 5 seconds! And she walked away. Like, what? Okay.
United States Civil War.
Alright, enough stopping it.
Well, don't come with an easy question or anything. I mean, I think the cause of the Civil War was basically how government was going to run.
Wait a minute. I was honestly about to pause it just for that first part. What? Excuse me? Okay, I forgot the first thing that I wanted to get to before I even... oh my god, okay. We gotta, like...
The cause of the Civil War.
Okay, so, like, okay, now, oh, wait, I remember. It's like, don't come at me with a, you know, easy question sarcastically. Well, guess what? It is an easy question. You know, it was, you know, the southern states want to preserve their states' rights to own slaves and have, you know, slaves as property. And the abolitionists of the North in the Union were against that and literally came to blows, not just in Congress and shit, but also in literal fucking battlefields, bitch. It actually is an easy question.
Was basically how government was going to run. The freedoms and what people could and couldn't do.
Excuse me? What? That is honestly the grossest way of making the states' rights argument. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, let me have the freedom to own slaves. Like, yeah, excuse me, bitch? You want to rethink this answer? What?
What do you think the cause of the Civil War was?
Wait. You can't just throw that fucking question back at this, you cunt. What the fuck are you doing? Oh my god. This is so bad. Holy shit. Whoa, dude. Okay, wow. I see why she got a lot of heat over this. Oh my god. What in the fuck, dude? What are you saying, you actual psycho bitch? Like, oh my god. What the fuck? Like, it was basically like, you know, how, you know, we should govern. You know, like the right to have, you know, freedoms of what people should do, like owning slaves and maybe not doing that. So, like, maybe, you know, like, we came to blows because, you know, some people thought maybe the freedom to own slaves is a bad thing. Like, cause no shit, it is. Like, oh my fucking god.
I'm sorry?
I'm not the president. I want to see your view on the cause of the Civil War.
I mean, I think it always comes down to the role of government. We need to have capitalism. We need to have economic freedom. We need to make sure that we do all things so that individuals have the liberties so that they can have freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom to do or be anything they want to be without government getting in.
Yeah, and guess what? The Civil War was in part of that, you know, incorporating into the fact that people were owning other people. Like, oh my god. Is she honestly... Wait, so... With her saying this stupid trope bullshit, is she kind of implying, like, that, you know, with unfettered capitalism, with the freedom of, like, anarcho-capitalist, you know, shit, slaves would actually be, you know, a good thing because it would be the freedom of, you know, someone to do if, like, is that what honestly I'm hearing here? Like, you know, like, maximize capitalism to its full potential, question mark, you know, some people could be slaves because the freedom and liberty of people to do that, you know, against them because contradictory bullshit doesn't make sense, question mark, make profit. I'm Nikki Haley, I'm a psycho bitch.
Thank you. And in the year 2023, it's astonishing to me, and you answer that question without mentioning the word slavery.
What do you want me to say about slavery?
That what? What the fuck do you mean? What do you want me to say about slavery? You what? Oh my god, I honestly just cannot believe I heard that. I didn't really think it could get worse. Oh my god, it got worse. Oh my god. Holy shit. I am, I don't even, ignore.exe stopped working, fuck me, holy shit. I got some whiplash over there. What the oh my, I really don't even know what to say. Holy shit. Wow, what, fucking wow. I am just, I really just can't believe I heard that. I really just cannot believe I fucking heard that. Oh, wow, and she said that with fucking conviction, bro. Holy shit. Oh my god. It's gonna get worse, isn't it?
Next question.
It does. She don't even, dude. She does. God. Oh, fuck. Wow. Wow. Holy shit. My god, dude. Wow. I am just. Wow. Damn.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
That's putting it very fucking lightly.
This was not a hard question, as Nikki Haley implies in the beginning of her answer there. This was a very easy question. The Civil War was about slavery. That's the answer. So it can't...
I am goddamn fucking just befuddled, man. I am fucking befuddled. God. Oh my fucking God. I just don't even know, bro. Like, what the fuck? She couldn't even make like some fake answer, like, or even just the basic gestures, like, yeah, it was, you know, even if she wanted to incorporate the role of government horse shit, she could be like, yeah, it was, like the Civil War was about like how we should govern, and and the Southern and the Confederate states, at that time, during the war, thought, the governing of protecting the right of slavery was, the right way to go, and the Northern side was the opposite, and they were against that. I mean, it's still a cop-out bullshit answer for the most part, but at least it would not make this shocking hot take bullshit here. Like, fuck. I mean, oh my God. Wow. I mean, damn.
Confused if you don't follow Republicans too closely and you're confused as to why this candidate simply can't state that. I will get to why in a minute here. I want to get to some reaction online, including some headlines, Joe Biden's response, and Nikki Haley's reaction as well after the backlash.
Oh my God, it does get worse. Oh no. Oh no. It gets worse because she responds. Oh dude, she should have just shut the fuck up. You know what? She could have been like, it was kind of in the heat of the moment, and looking back, it was wrong, and I realized that, I had misjudgment about, answering those questions, and I'll do better. Like, but she's a corporate lying weaselly bitch, so she ain't gonna do that. But it's like, man, even if she wants to put on this veneer or something, I mean, she would, if she at least cared about PR, but the Republicans really don't.
These are the kind of headlines that came out of this. Politico, Haley declines to say slavery was cause of Civil War. Axios, Nikki Haley omits slavery when asked what caused the U.S. Civil War. ABC News, Nikki Haley doesn't cite slavery as the cause of the Civil War. CBC News in Canada, made international news here. Nikki Haley leaves out slavery as Republican presidential candidate is asked what caused Civil War. And it made the BBC in the UK. Nikki Haley leaves out slavery.
It got international news.
International headlines. Reminder again, Nikki Haley sitting at 11%. So,
oh my God, what a fucking clown show, bro. What a clown circus. God damn it, dude. You really can't make this shit up, dude. You really can't, can you? Fuck. This is like some shit I would hear out of a goddamn Onion article.
It's important to note, though.
And I'm honestly surprised, I don't know how, but the Onion still makes bangers, bro. Dude, they're out there releasing bangers still, to this day. And and considering how much of a fucking Circus Soleil of a world we're in right now, I'm surprised. And you know what? Fuck yeah, dude. I respect. I mean, it's like, I don't think they will ever be able to lose that game. They just got that dog in them, dude.
Were to happen to Trump, if he can't run for whatever reason, behind bars, maybe that prevents him. Maybe, probably not. But if there's some reason why he can't run, it's very likely we're going to be down to, DeSantis and Nikki Haley here. So moments like this, I guess, in the grand scheme of things, if you're looking towards a general election, do matter and will hurt Nikki Haley if she were to make it that far. So Joe Biden responding here on that point. It was about slavery. So again, you would not normally see, I would think, Joe Biden engage. Again, this is whoever's good.
I mean, this is literally the most basic thing. I'm not really going to give Biden oh yeah, congratulations, yay.
His account, but I'm sure he gave the green light to this. But you would not normally see him, weigh in on the happenings in a primary in the Republican Party.
You're in Jackson, Mississippi. Jackson, Mississippi. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, my dude. Jackson, Mississippi. Man down. Hell yeah. Oh, dude. My little pup went fucking berserk mode. I did record it. I'm going to upload it as a YouTube short. I have it in my drafts because I kind of need to edit it a little bit.
He sees Haley as a potential threat, again, if Trump, for some reason, cannot run. Now, Nikki Haley, this headline, man, for me.
Nikki Haley claims Civil War questionnaire at her town hall was a secret Democratic plan. Oh my God! No, she does not do that. It literally gets worse. Ah! Nikki Haley, you fucking dumb bitch. Oh my God. What the fuck? You God damn it! Why? Dude, I swear she's gonna beat Trump's VP. Like at this, the way she's going, I think she's really trying to amp that shit up, bro.
Nikki Haley claims Civil War questionnaire at her town hall was a secret Democratic plan. Because, dude,
why? I really want. Is this a Photoshop? I mean, is it? Are we sure the Onion is not behind that? Like, and that's just Photoshop. Are we sure? I really want to believe, but I know that's just not the case. Dude, God, what the fuck? Dude, Nikki Haley, like, I swear, like, man, well, I don't even know. Like, God, what the fuck?
Well, let's even pretend for a second that it was. That's all.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I'm willing to grant that, but you know what? Like, I mean, like, and it's like, oh, they got you with a trick one or something. It's not that much of a trick question. It ain't that hard to answer. It's like, what the
Gave the plan is to ask a very basic question about American history. If she can't answer that question,
that a goddamn middle schooler learns about. I literally learned about this whole bullshit in goddamn U.S. history in 8th grade. Like, throughout my whole, like, U.S. history in 8th grade and shit, we watched Roots. Shit was fucking amazing. I love that. It's great. I'm glad I had that experience. It was like one of the things in middle school that I genuinely loved. Because teacher was great. Because the holiday and mom booked us so they won't let cats in after we drove all the way there. They were aware that y'all had them, right? So they fucked you, dude. Like, it's like, because I'm pretty sure that information was given to them. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, we have, pets. We just learned how slavery wasn't all that bad. Well, that's why Reconstruction, baby.
On her. It isn't on the Democratic plan.
I mean, you weren't here earlier, but you should go back a little bit, because I went on a little tirade about like Reconstruction, mainly because of the fact that like Texas doesn't know what sidewalks are. I don't think if they tripped and fell on a sidewalk, they wouldn't know what it is. Like, there's no such thing as a sidewalk in that fucking crazy hellscape road infested shit. Dude, there's literally just roads everywhere. Everywhere. There's like nothing. Everywhere you look, roads. There's even roads above you. There's roads on roads. It's like, fuck. I'm not gonna go on the rant again, but holy shit. Like, it's, oh God. It honestly made me stressed, to be in a vehicle, honestly, driving around, because like there's just roads everywhere. It's like, what? Why are there so many roads in Texas? There don't need to be like 8 quadrillion roads. And they all go in like 9.4 quadrillion different places. It's like, ah! Okay, whatever. Don't. Inner peace. We're home now. We're home.
Regardless, I don't think there's...
Trying to navigate makes me stress. Wait until we go into Texas. It's gonna get worse. Because they got roads above roads. There's roads everywhere. You're gonna get really stressed out when you start going there.
Plant there. But let's say that person was a Democrat and trying to, pin Nikki Haley down on something.
And guess what? You got a lot of Texas to go for, buddy. Yeah, boy.
That should be an easy...
Scream me because I missed a turn. We had to go 10 miles to turn around. Okay, screaming at you. Okay, like, wait, how'd you miss it by 10 miles? Like, I mean, that wouldn't be like a scream thing. I'd be like, yo, you realize you missed a turn, right? Yeah, here, just, yeah, you can get there if you just take this exit and blah, blah, blah. Like, it's like, I'd be a little like, yeah, bruh, come on. But I want to be all like, like, what the fuck, man? It's like, if it was like, 100 miles and it's like, but at that point, I would have caught it by then, you know what I mean? But it's like, by 10 miles, I'd still be like, I'll be sitting there like, you realize that was way over there, right? Like, that's how I'd be, at least. There wasn't another exit for 10 miles. Fair enough. Well, and honestly, I mean, hey, whatever. I mean, it's like, that isn't really that big of a deal. It sucks, but whatever. Hey, I mean, there's been plenty of times where we've missed turns and shit like that before, going up. Like, a lot of times when I'll go shooting out in the hills and stuff out here in Oregon, like, there's at least, the first few times that we did, like, to go to our little spot, we kind of missed a few turns, and would kind of get lost and spent 30 minutes trying to backtrack and shit. So it's not like it doesn't happen. It happens, but hey, I mean, you live and learn, right? But also, I kind of have a weird feeling that I don't think she was outright screaming at you, but I mean, whatever. I don't know. So I'm not gonna like right on it, but anyway, back to Nikki Haley being a weird dumb cunt.
To answer and not cause this massive stir. So let me show you her response here. This is on a radio show, and CNN here is playing the tape.
Well, two things on this, Jack. I mean, of course, the Civil War was about slavery. We know that. That's the easy part of it.
That's the easy part of it? Well, hey, it wasn't an easy question at the moment, now wasn't it, dumb bitch?
What I was saying was, what does it mean to us today? What it means to us today is about freedom. That's what that was all about. It was
Oh my god, fuck off, Nikki Haley. Mom's trying to confirm all the remaining hotels, Lamau. We're also in the middle of driving, got a call from movers. They will have our stuff there by 6. Mama's speeding up our trip. We're only staying a night in Mississippi. Right on. Well, hey, like what place in Texas are you gonna be at? Well, you're going to be going for multiple places, but like which cities in Texas are you passing through? Because if so, I mean, like I could probably help you get a little quick not a pit stop, but at least like order ahead of time to go, to grab some banging fucking burgers. Dallas is the big one. Cut for Midlothian. I'm sure, honestly, on your way up there, you would be cut for Midlothian. Order some Brandon Burger to go. Like, order it ahead of time. And, just stop by really quick and just pick it up and just keep going on your way. Dude, you would not fucking regret it. I promise you. I fucking promise you will not regret it. I mean, I'm sure on your way up there, you're probably going to pass through Midlothian. Because I have a family that lives up there. So, dead ass. Like, I mean, I had some of that last night, and dude, their burgers are fucking fire, bro. And you know what? You can have them, plain as can be. They ask you if you want all the fixings and shit, and I'm sure if you order online to go, it'd be the same thing. Because I got myself a grilled jalapeno, onion, bacon burger, and I forgot exactly what it was called. But it was, it's called a Hollywood burger. That's what it was called. But oh my fucking god, it's so goddamn delicious. It was like one of the best burgers I've had in a long time, dude. So fucking fire, man. Like, I like I said, man, on your way to Dallas, pass through Midlothian and order that shit to go. Because if you're going through, Mississippi and kind of, on a more southern side of it and kind of cutting up through Dallas, you're more than likely going to pass through Midlothian. I mean, if not, hey, worth a shot. But, I mean, if it's not, because like I said, it is on the way up to Dallas, at least through kind of the southeast side of things. Because, like, all my family members, they kind of live in different little spots in, like, kind of the southern area of Dallas. Like, you know, and it's like about like, depending which one I'm, you know, staying with, it would be between like a 40-ish minute drive to Dallas or like an hour's drive to Dallas, depending. Just kind of depends on who I'm staying with, because they all kind of live close to each other in Texas, you know, standards, but very far away in my standards, you know, when it comes to like, you know, where they live and shit, but you know, like, you know, but within, you know, very short distance of each other. Jackson reminds me of hell of Birmingham. I'm sure it's probably known that. Well, wait, which city's bigger? Is Jackson bigger or is Birmingham bigger? Because I'm sure if that's the case, then maybe one or the other would probably be you know, possibly you know, like maybe nicknamed like Mini Jackson or Mini Birmingham. Nothing but traffic. Nothing but traffic. Well, also it is kind of, you know, people are coming back home after Christmas and stuff like that. I mean, one thing, you know, honestly, like I kind of low-key hated my flights back home because I was in the middle aisle and all the flights are full. It sucked. I mean, on my way to Texas, the planes were like barely half empty. They were like a third full. Like the planes were not full at all, really. It was like very sporadic. And honestly, like on my way to Vegas and Texas, I had a whole row to myself. I could just sprawl out, do my thing. Dude, it was fucking almost luxury, even though I was in just like, you know, the equivalent of coach and shit. It was nice. Like, but coming back home, it sucked. It was horrible. I mean, the flight itself was fine, but like just where I was sitting sucked. It was just horrible. I mean, I just hated the fact that I was in the middle and just like, ugh, boo. We saw roughly 15-20 deer on the side of the interstate. Aw, that's cool. All yeeted. Oh, man! I thought... Well, god damn it! I should have waited a minute before I reacted. I was like, oh, that's... Oh. I thought you were like 15 to 20 deer just hanging out on the side of the highway, just kind of grazing or something, and nah, they're dead. It's like... God damn it. You could have said that all in, like, you know, one comment so I can be like, you know... Man, well, you just got me out of context. Oof.
Individual freedom. It was about economic freedom. It was about individual rights. Our goal is to make sure, no, we never go back to the stain of slavery, but what's the lesson in all of that?
Okay, so doing a bit of cleanup, she also, John, said it was definitely a Democratic plant who asked this question. The voter was a Democratic plant. She says, that's why I later asked, what does it mean to you? And if you listen to the longer extended clip of that, she says, you know, what do you think? And what do you want me to say about this? Or what do you want me to say about slavery?
Why are you, as CNN anchors, taking this seriously?
Because they're corporate media hacks and they don't give a fuck. It's just for ratings and views. That's it. They don't give a shit. They're just paid to, you know, take it seriously. If we had room, we should have stopped for some free venison. I really hope you were joking with her.
Reaction, her defense, seriously. The only proper response to what Nikki Haley said on that radio show is audible laughter. That is the only proper response to what she said to defend herself. Oh, well, slavery's the easy part. Then why didn't you say that? Why did you pretend it was a hard question? Why are you pretending it's about economics?
Because she's trying
Why
to walk
are you
it back.
utilizing the same far-right garbage that pro-segregationists have used forever to defend or to describe the Civil War?
Because that's what she was doing. Honestly, you know, hey, Dave, I know you probably know that, Dave. Not that he's listening to this, well, whatever. I'll talk to him, you know, as if, you know, he was here. In spirit. But it's because she is saying it like that. Like, honestly, I think she kind of, you know, spoke her real thoughts, you know, honestly, you know, and kind of, you know, let the mask slip off, like, outright. And now had to walk it all back and shit. Because she is doing that type of shit. I mean, she is making the same fucking arguments that, like, slave owners back in the, you know, 1800s and shit were making. And also when it came to, like, you know, segregationists, you know, afterwards. It pissed me off, and I'm sure it'd make your blood boil as a union man. Oh, her anti-union shit? Oh boy. What, is there a clip of that or something? Hey, well, why not? You almost make this the Nikki Haley Power Hour. Let's fuck on her for a little more. After this clip, of course.
New York Times here. The answer echoed a centuries argument from segregationists that the Civil War was fundamentally about states' rights and economics, not about ending slavery.
And that has been the argument for a long time. Like, even when I was, growing up in my education, like, it was referred to as that, as like, well, this is what, a lot of people who are pro-slavery would use as a justification for it. They would say it that way, be like, and kind of implies like, yeah, there was, because that's what they were advocating for. That's literally what they were doing. They're like, yeah, states' rights to own property, that property being slaves. Like, yeah, and because of that, economics. Like, I mean, yeah, that's what it was. I mean, it's like, it's being factual with the shit. For more perfect union. Oh, nice.
Ending slavery. Even her meandering answer there in the defense of herself, she mentioned states' rights and economics. That's not what it was about. It's about ending slavery. In case you're wondering, why is she doing this? Because this is where the base is. This is what Republicans have been doing for years now. This is from...
this is always what they've been doing. I mean, this has been a thing since, like, this is why the party switch was a thing. Because they, like, coalesced and, just fucking narrowed in on this fucking whole broader subject. Like, it's a whole fundamental part of their, platform. It's been since the fucking party switch.
2021. Why Republicans are so determined to deny the 1619 Project. Quote, the moment you make racism more than an isolated incident, people don't like that. This is why. It shouldn't say people, I should say Republicans don't like that.
You know what? Hold on. I honestly want to, like, before we get into this, like, because, like, yeah, hold on. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we're doing it. Because when it comes to this whole party switch and to really affirm what I'm talking about here, hold up. We're going to pull up some good old clip here. Give me one. Hold on. I need to find the specific. Okay. Oh, almost had it. Right here. Okay. Pretty sure this is it right here. Want to know a little bit about the whole party switch thing? Here, we'll watch kind of lead it up right here.
But they're not going to vote for a pro-civil rights Democrat either. So the way to best summarize this is to actually listen to the words of some of these campaign managers and strategists that used this strategy, the Southern strategy. And one of them was Lee Atwater. And he was
Lee Atwater.
What was messing up these names?
Kind of the bulldog of the Republican Party. She's kind of the brain behind the operation.
Notice Reagan there too.
And you can hear him right now talking about the Southern strategy.
You start out in 1954 by saying nigger, nigger, nigger. By 1968, you can't say nigger. That hurts your backfire. So you say stuff like forced busing, states' rights, and all that stuff.
States' rights and all that stuff.
Right now, you're talking about cutting taxes, and all of these things you're talking about are totally economic things, and the byproduct of them is blacks get hurt worse than white.
So when Richard Nixon is talking...
Been a thing for a long fucking time. It's been a thing for quite a long time. Probably should have emphasized that, yeah, there's going to be some harsh words used there, but hey, it's a part of the quote of what he was saying. And hey, curious enough, Nikki Haley's kind of, pushing that too. It's like shocker. Like she's a part of that whole project. I mean, if anything, she's like a modern, like what the Republicans are doing right now, if you really want to think about it, is a modern, like a neo-Southern strategy shit going on. I mean, it's like, how we're also kind of in part in the neo-Gilded Age. Like, this is like a neo-Southern strategy tactic. Like, they basically have modernized, the Southern strategy from the fucking 60s and shit, and have modernized it into 2020s. It's like, that's essentially what's happened. Like, the Republicans have, like, modernized the Southern strategy and have coalesced, with things like woke and, and all this other bullshit. Like, they've coalesced it into various different forms now with things like, the 1619 modern. and also bullshit like, oh, CRT, fucking, you know, like HRT, you know, trans people, like, you know, they've coalesced into different forms, but it all comes down to the same fucking root at the end of the day, because it all comes down to that fucking strategy, the Southern strategy. It was a part of why the fucking party switch happened.
That is what they are doing. So in 2019, the New York Times launched its seminal 1619 Project, which traces the consequences, let me just zoom in here, the consequences of slavery from its inception centuries ago to its modern day implications for Black Americans. The project sets to reframe American history by considering what it would mean to regard 1619 as our nation's birth year. Since then, conservatives have not let up their campaign to undermine the project. This is real American history. It discusses the importance of slavery and how slaves built the country. Republicans want to deny that, want to pretend.
Because they're basically literally the most oppressed working man in the world. I mean, it's like, you know, when it comes to like the most oppressed, you know, of the working class, the slave is the most oppressed. I mean, just obviously by nature of the fact they're a fucking slave. Like, I mean, they toil for their labor just as much as everyone else, but in the worst fucking form, because, you know, they have no rights. They are, you know, essentially subjugated to the whims of their fucking, you know, of the owner, of the class, of the, you know, of the upper class, because they're literally owned by them. It's like, I mean, they're the most oppressed of us all. And it's like, I mean, and at the end of the day, when it comes to like an advocacy and, you know, learning the history of the struggle of the working class, and that includes the slave as well, I mean, you know, the more you realize like how much, you know, our whole history has been warped, you know, due to a lot of the conditioning by the upper class. I have, you know, framed the idea that like, oh, well, you know, it's like nowadays it's all hunky-dory and it's all good. We just have to kind of maintain how it is, and, you know, some things, you know, are, you know, it's like might be a little misconstrued here and there. And it's like slavery, you know, it's certainly about state rights, dude. It's like all that's just bullshit. It's been conditioned, and it's like at the end of the day, when you learn about the true history about the struggle of the working class, and like I said, that also includes, you know, the slave as well. I mean, that's the reason why, like, you know, major labor songs like, you know, The Preacher and the Slave in the title itself, you know, are a thing. Because it all comes rooted into to the same premise of toiling for your fucking labor and for your fucking means. And as a slave, you pretty much have, like, no true ability for that. Unless you do a slave rebellion, which happened a lot in America. Harper's Ferry, too. That's also a major big labor hymn, too, with John Brown, like, and when it comes to Harper's Ferry. Like, that's another major, strong correlation with labor. Because, I mean, you know, like John Brown, you know, like, you know, basically goes marching on to fucking, you know, fight for the, you know, rights, you know, for everyone to have their, you know, labor advocated for. So they can have their own bread and their own right to their own self.
The Founding Fathers. And
links. I know. We're going to get to it. When I said we're going to finish the creepy stuff, I mean, we're going to finish it. It's not, we're almost done. Come on. Patient little bastard.
The central point of American history, when there's a whole lot more.
Let me educate you, son, because the Southern education system has failed you, boy. And that's not your fault. That's why I'm here to help you learn. Because I got some knowledge in the brains.
So, this also extends to what Trump is trying to do. It's also from 2021. Complaining about what he called indoctrination in schools, former President Donald Trump created a commission that promoted patriotic, quote-unquote, education and played down America's role in slavery. But though he's out of the White House and the commission has disbanded, the cause hasn't died. Lawmakers in Republican states are now pressing for similar action. Proposals in Arkansas, Iowa, and Mississippi would prohibit schools from using a New York Times project.
Hey, shout out to Mississippi.
That focused on slavery's legacy. Georgia colleges and universities have been quizzed about whether they're teaching about white privilege or oppression. And GOP governors are backing overhauls of civic education that mirror Trump's abandoned initiatives. This has been an ongoing project for Republicans to deny the reality of slavery.
Since, well, not even just the 60s when it came to Southern strategy, but for a long time, even well before that.
So Nikki Haley not mentioning it as the central point.
The birthplace of American music. I know, dude. Which, that's not even remotely close to being true. That I just, honestly, it's like Mississippi, pipe the fuck down with that shit. Birthplace of America's music. Like, shut the fuck up, Mississippi. It's like, you know, maybe like the birthplace of being America's mudhole.
Civil War is just right in line with where her voters are, where Republican politicians are. And I don't think she expected, I mean, you can see how, you know, poor the lighting is here and everything. I don't think she expected this moment at this town hall to, you know, or I should say, I don't think she expected this town hall at all to make an international stage until this question came and she answered the way she did. I mean, I have to assume once she finished that answer, she knew someone was going to pick this up because she has to know the Civil War was about slavery. She obviously knows that.
Yeah, no shit. I mean, it's pretty fucking obvious. You know, I think we kind of get it. Oh, lengthy one. This is the most anti-worker presidential candidate. Oh boy. Here we go.
Republican primary filled with anti-worker candidates
who deserve a punch in the face.
Oh, the National Teachers Union.
Get rid of
Oh my God.
teachers unions. We're going to start slitting throats on day one.
I know the unions that do.
Oh, Jesus. Well, okay.
Fucking people.
One person has to...
Wait, what?
Get rid of those teachers unions. We're going to start slitting throats on day one.
I know the unions that do sucking people.
Do sucking? You go eat a donut, Crispy. Oh my God.
One person has distinguished themselves as the most extreme foe of working people.
I wear heels, and it's not for a fashion statement. It's because we kick, and we kick those unions hard, and they will not step foot in the state of South Carolina.
And
oh yeah, we will. Oh, what, you think kicking us is gonna hurt? We're working man. We're hard work folk. You know, we're calloused up and shit. You know, I tell you what, buddy. I tell you what, we're calloused up, you know, thick-headed son of bitches. You know, we're thick-skinned. You know, like when you kick us, we just, you know, take a knee really quick, stand right back up, and what's up again? What's up again? Let me get my work cap off. You know, what's going on here? What's going on? What's up? What's up? You know, it's like, you know, we're gonna, you know, come back up and say, what's up, bitch? Oh, hell no. Does she, man, she has not, you know, like, you know, try to, you know, be a scab and get aggressive with a, you know, fucking picket line, man, because, dude, like, don't fuck around with, you know, union folk on that shit. They will fuck you up.
Totally by coincidence, some of the wealthiest and most anti-union billionaires in the country are lining up behind Nikki Haley.
You like Nikki Haley, and you want to support her.
Yes, I am going to support her. I think.
I'm a very evil, demented-looking vampire fucking bastard. I tell you. Oh my God, he literally just looks like fucking Dracula, dude. Holy shit. He looks like an evil Dracula, bro. Like, oh my God. Dude, he literally looks like a vampire. Dude, he looks like, you know, Dracula's inbred cousin, dude.
She's just what we need right now.
She's somebody I'm really paying attention to. There's a lot of strengths with her.
Even if you're a very liberal Democrat, I urge you, you know, help Nikki Haley too.
Oh, and some are taking their words a step further by signing checks.
Even if Dracula would have suck his butt.
Like huge checks from powerful Republican donors.
The Koch network, associated with the powerful Republican donors, the Koch brothers, have just endorsed Republican presidential candidate Nikki Haley.
There's
Would it be Koch brother?
doubt about it. Self-proclaimed union-kicking Nikki Haley has become the golden child of the billionaire class. So we decided to put on our billionaire goggles to see exactly what the Ken Griffins and Jamie Dimons like so much about the former governor of South Carolina. What we found in Haley's past ranges from evil to borderline incriminating. Her record reveals not just a hatred for unions, but a dedication to prioritizing corporate profits over all else. The result has been disastrous for working people in South Carolina, and it's a preview of what she would do as president.
And we'll make the unions understand full well that they are not needed, not wanted, and not welcome in the...
Not needed, wanted, or welcome. Based off of that alone, they are needed, wanted, and probably would most certainly be welcomed. Like, excuse me, bitch? Like, yeah, they're... Oh my god, okay. Holy shit, there's 7 minutes of this. Alright, where do you even start this? Holy fuck, goddamn event, holy shit. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Like, honestly, you know what? It doesn't really need to be explained why they're needed. It's like that because it's the most self-explanatory thing. It's like to have, you know, a basic, you know, collective bargaining ability, so everyone has at least, you know, basic, you know, ability to, you know, collectively, you know, bargain for the rights individually and collectively within the workplace. It's like, I mean, it's not just like, you know, oh, everyone gets like some bare minimum and that's it or some shit. It's that everyone gets lifted up equally and shit, so everyone has, you know, their fair shake, you know, when it comes to having the maximum benefits and, you know, pay, wages, conditions and shit when it comes to the workplace. So no one gets fucked and no one gets scalped and shit when it comes to, you know, getting underpaid or like, you know, not having their proper benefits and shit like that. It's like, that's the fucking point. That's why they're needed. So no one gets fucked. I mean, that's the whole point. And also, it doesn't just help, you know, union workers when it comes to having them around. It also helps places that are non-unionized, too, because when you have, you know, those type of jobs that would be a lot more, you know, a lot more of an interest and a lot more lucrative when it comes to being like, oh, well, benefits are good, wages are pretty good, nice, you know, there, let me go over here to get a job. It's like, you know, for the places that aren't, you know, they're gonna have to compete with that, and that means that, you know, they're gonna have to, you know, bump up their, you know, wages, you know, benefits and conditions and shit like that, you know, in order to compete with it. So it also, you know, raises, you know, the tide on, you know, those people as well. I mean, it's good across the board.
South Carolina.
We traced Haley's anti-union record all the way back to her time as a South Carolina state representative. In 2009, State Rep Haley co-sponsored a resolution that would amend the state constitution to ban card checks, a simple process that makes it easy for workers to join unions. Through card checks, employers are required to recognize a union if over 50% of the members sign cards saying that they want one. The anti-card check measure was ratified in 2010, the same year Haley won her race for governor.
So, wait, like, basically, that's just like anti-democratic as fuck. Like, cause that basically what, you know, that whole card check thing is saying is like, you know, democratic process to vote for a union. And, you know, the over 50% in ratifying means that the majority of the workers, you know, voted democratically in the workplace, you know, to, you know, vote in for a union. And like, that's democracy right there. Like, what the fuck? Like, and it's like, oh, well, nah. How about, you know, we just not let that happen? How about, like, you know, the corporations, you know, could just, like, you know, just, like, fuck off and, you know, like, immensely with that bullshit with you unions and stuff? Get away with that. Nah. Corporate knows best. Boss knows best.
Show every state in the country what a good state looks like. God bless you. Thank you.
As governor, Haley was committed to make
kind of interesting how you had an arm out like that, Nikki.
South Carolina the most anti-union state in the country. The first item on her agenda, stopping workers at Boeing, which was building a plant outside of Charleston, from forming a union.
I have made it very clear. Unions are not needed, wanted, or welcome in the state of South Carolina.
Yeah, we get it, bitch.
One of her first appointments was a union
But you know, unions reduce billionaires' profit margins that bad. I know you're being sarcastic. I'm adding the voice to it because it's funny. But, you know, it's like, well, you know what? Maybe billionaires shouldn't be a thing anyway. So, like, I don't know. Maybe, how about that for a hot take? It's like, I mean, it's like, I don't care. Well, I still would. But it's like, I mean, if, you know, if there could be, like, 100 millionaires, sure, I'm okay with that. Whatever, I don't give a fuck. But billion? Nah. How about no? It could be 100 millionaire of some form, but not a billionaire. How about that?
Lawyer to lead South Carolina's Department of Labor, Licensing, and Regulation. Haley announced, and I quote, "I think we're going to have a union fight as we go forward with Boeing. We're going to fight the unions, and I needed a partner to help me do it." Haley and her administration immediately mobilized against the International Association of Machinists and Aerospace Workers, or IAM, the union representing Boeing workers.
There's a reason South Carolina is the new IT state, and it's because we're a union buster, and it's because we continue to be fiscally responsible and business friendly.
Fiscally responsible. Oh my god. Give me a fucking break. She just sounds like a fucking CEO of like some schlog ass business. Oh my god. She's just like cut from the fucking corporate straw boss fucking cloth, dude. Ugh. What a robber baron fucking witch, dude. What a fucking viper, bro. What a racist, segregationist, fucking, apparently, like, implicitly, like, pro-slavery fucking witch, dude. What a viper, bro.
Over the next few years, Governor Haley worked tirelessly to defeat the union effort at South Carolina's Boeing plant, all while Boeing's profits soared. She recorded ads urging Boeing workers to reject the union.
Hi, I'm Governor Nikki Haley. The IAM is back, and they want to take away a piece of your success.
What? Like, who's this for? The fucking, shareholders? Like, the success, with the IAM comes with the workers getting better wages, benefits, and conditions. You dump, okay, whatever. She knows. She don't give a shit. Like, she knows what she's doing. It's not like, what, fucking cunt. That's the point.
Please don't let them.
Tell your friends Boeing to learn the facts and don't sign that card.
Learn the facts. Oh my God. Sit on this fucking finger, spin on a bitch.
Sued the National Labor Relations Board over their efforts to protect Boeing workers' right to unionize.
What the president needs to do is ask the NLRB to step down.
And she made the effort to oppose the union a centerpiece of her political pitch.
The truth is, the IAM cares about one thing and one thing only: its own power. But we...
What? And the bosses, trying to maximize their profit and, power to influence, especially against the worker when it comes to, their fucking, potential, again, wages, benefits, and conditions at these fucking workplaces. Like, what? And you don't think that it's like projection much there, lady? Projection much? Because that is literally what the CEOs are about, and when it comes to shares and shit, because that's when it comes to the end of the day, that's what is predominantly the beneficiaries and the ones who have the most say at the end of the day, because they have the most shares in the corporation, all this other horse shit. It's like the workers don't mean fucking anything. They're just like just a unit in that whole broader machine, and that's why, shocker. Unions are there to help, at least give them more of a voice and more of an actual, foot in, ownership of that fucking, company. Maybe not literally, but at least, when it comes to having a voice in it.
Beaten back the IAM before.
Haley and Boeing were ultimately successful in defeating the union drive. And a few years later, Boeing would reward Haley for her work with a seat on their board of directors after she left the Trump administration in 2019.
Shocker. Wow. Why am I not surprised?
Haley's anti-worker agenda went far beyond Boeing. As governor, she pushed for some of the toughest and most anti-union laws in the country. In 2011, she supported a measure introduced in the House that would excuse businesses from a proposed federal rule that they inform employees of the right to unionize. In 2012, Haley made it so striking union members couldn't receive...
Which I'm pretty sure those are known as your Weingarten rights, if I remember correctly.
Employment benefits by law.
And by executive order, I will make it clear that our state will not subsidize striking workers by paying them unemployment benefits.
So basically, oh, well, you know what, fuck them. How about we just, literally cut their shit, to, a very tiny little amount to the point of having nothing. It's like, hey, those benefits when you're unemployed, shit that you probably, deserve while you're striking and stuff, nah. Fuck that.
That prohibited government agencies.
Yeah, so, pro-liberty, pro-freedom there, Nikki Haley. Yeah, 100%.
Requiring contractors
psycho bitch
to sign project labor agreements with unions. And she led the fight to defend and expand right-to-work laws that made it harder for working people to form unions and collectively bargain.
We are a strong right-to-work state. Not only that, we were named the third best state to do business in. That's because we don't have unions in South Carolina.
That's Nikki Haley flat out bragging about her state's low unionization rate. There's more.
In 2013, we had the third lowest percentage of union workers in America, with just...
That's embarrassing.
3.7% of South Carolina workers choosing to join a union.
Maybe it should be the other way around. Maybe it should be 3.9%, where it's like, yeah, because I'm a dumbass, maybe I won't.
Group of auto industry executives in 2015, Haley said, "We discourage any companies that have unions from wanting to come to South Carolina because we don't want to taint the water."
But I was...
Man, so companies that actually are probably maybe at least somewhat alright with unions and shit, it's like, yeah, wait, we want to establish a business here. It's like, no, fuck off. We don't want you tainting our waters. Our corporate shithole waters. Yeah.
buster. I didn't want to bring in companies that were unionized.
Flash forward to 2023's historic auto worker strike, Haley is still peddling the same anti-worker message.
When you have a president that's constantly saying, go union, this is what you get. The unions.
Yeah, because, wow, you know, God fuck forbid that, like, you know, workers actually, you know, try to, you know, stand up and, you know, fight for their rights and actually get better, you know, again, beating the bush, you know, better hours, wages, and conditions and benefits and shit, like, you know, for the, and having, like, you know, more autonomy when it comes, and having better, like, you know, work to life balance and shit, like, and having a fucking life, like, with soccer.
Golden, and then they start asking for things that, you know, that companies have a tough time doing.
She makes auto workers sound like,
oh, cry me a river, you fucking corporate bitch.
That were fed after midnight. It's hard to understand exactly why Nikki Haley is so fiercely opposed to investing in better working conditions and higher wages for her constituents. Sounds like a perfect platform for office, unless you're completely dependent on the support of CEOs and billionaires that want nothing more than to maximize profits, often at the workers' expense. As governor, Nikki Haley sided with corporations over regular South Carolinians in other ways, too. She pushed for the state to assemble a $900 million corporate welfare package to attract Boeing to South Carolina in the first place. In her first 4 years in office, Haley increased public subsidies to corporations by an estimated 800%. In 2013, South Carolina knew...
What, man? She is, like, the literal definition of a corporate whore. Like, oh my god.
For the state, estimated that her administration's tax cuts for just 4 companies, BMW, Boeing, Bridgestone, and Michelin, added up to a whopping $800 million. Money that could have been used to improve public services like roads, healthcare, or, I don't know, maybe schools. When Haley left office, South Carolina...
Yeah, we gotta make sure that the, you know, benefits all go to the shareholders and the bosses and stuff like that. Yeah, fuck these roads, fuck the schools. Yeah, fuck that shit. Who needs them?
Had the lowest unionization rate in the entire country at just 1.6%. Not coincidentally, the state ranked in the bottom half nationally on median household income, income inequality, healthcare, and education.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to report that the state of our state is strong.
And being really shitty and an embarrassment to all.
And we're just getting started.
And it's about to get worse. God bless America.
Haley ran for governor. She did so with the backing of a super PAC that collected donations from financial companies like Bain Capital and Goldman Sachs. A couple of years later, they were joined by David Koch and Koch Industries. From Bank of America to Blue Cross Blue Shield, and from AT&T to Coca-Cola to groups like the South Carolina Bankers Association, corporate money has powered Nikki Haley's rise to the top of the Republican Party. And Haley always knew the best way to say
hey, that's probably a reason for her 11% bump.
Thank you. Nikki Haley's pro-corporate, anti-worker agenda is clearly working for her in this presidential race. Her donor roster is a who's who of American economic elites, with ties to massive oil, finance, and tech companies. Her Republican rivals are feeling the heat.
There were knives out for Nikki Haley. Yeah. Everyone was sort of coordinated in their attacks against her.
And that's really been picking up. And they see her as the threat right now, and so that is why she has the target on her back.
Her opponents aren't the only people who should see Nikki Haley as a threat. Working people across America should, too.
I mean, yeah, pretty much, all things considered. I mean, all things, like, because, you know, when it comes to it, it's just like, I mean, honestly, it's like, it's kind of debatable which one's, like, the worst when it comes to these motherfuckers. Like, between, like, DeSantis and Haley, like, I mean, arguably they're probably worse than Trump, but, like, Trump's also, like, fucking worse. it's like, what the fuck? New stuff in Clam Falls. Hey. Right on. Yeah, I just came back from my little vacation in Texas. So, had a little fun, chilling out, partying out a little bit. Imagine if she became president. I don't want to imagine that. How about no? How about no? If I do say so myself. You know what, honestly, like, I'd say bring it on, though, because, I mean, if she really wants to try to push all that shit on a national level, I feel like it's going to be, like, way, like, all these whole strikes and stuff that she thinks, oh, this is what you get with, you know, these more pro-union presidents. It's like, bitch, do you really want to poke the hornet's nest? Because, it won't be pretty. And frankly, I hope you have an allergic reaction. Man, ugh. Whoa, fucking Jesus. Ah! Oh my god. Excuse me? Hi? I was about to, like... okay. Can I help you? What's up, Bubby? You little baby boo-boo. Who's your little boo-boo? Who's just a little boo-boo? Are you just a little boo-boo? Are we gonna have a little fun in the karaoke bar? Cause yeah, we're doing that tonight. We still got like a long time, but you know, hey, we're gonna be doing it. Yeah, that's right. That's right, you little shitty little munchkin. Oh my goodness. You're so cute. You're just a cute little boy. He's such a little sweet boy. Oh, look at you. You're just so adorable. You're just adorable. Aw. Oh, you're just a little puppy. You're so cute. Oh, you just got a cute little face. You little puppy. Just a little puppy. Wanna come here? Come here, buddy. Come here, little butt. Oops. Right here, you know what? Whoa. That was really off. That was embarrassing. But here, come here. I don't really have anything to give him right now. Oh wait, I can use this bag. There's nothing in it, but maybe it'll deceive him. Come here. Come on. Come here. Oh, I think he knows I don't have anything. He's just staring. Come here. Come on. Come on. Oh, this bastard knows. He knows. You know I don't got anything. God damn it. Get over here. Bye-bye. Come here. Come here, bye-bye. Boo-boo. Zukov. Really? Jesus Christ. Do I have to go over there and pick you up? Because I will. I mean, I really don't want to, honestly. So, can you just come over here? Can you just come over here? That would be a little easier on me. I'll admit, it would be. Don't give me that look. Oh my god. Alright, whatever. No. Whatever. Fucking goober. Goddamn little goober, dude. Buddy. Come on. Come here. Bobo. Come on. Would you just get the hell over here? Oh my god. He's just being so goddamn ridiculous. Come here, Bobby. Would you get the fuck over here? Come on. Dude, Zukov, come on. Dude, seriously. Bobby. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come. Come on. Zukov. 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 Come here. Come here. Get over here. Come on. Dude, you are the most stubborn little bastard I've... just come here, dude. Oh, now you're just gonna stretch your way over here. Yeah. Come on. Yeah? No? Yeah, you little stretch boy. Yes, yes, yes. Come here. Oh my god, I guess. Oh, why do you make me do this? Come here. Yeah. Get back here. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Whoop. Oh, there we go. There we go, Bobby. Oh. Yeah. Ugh. Oh. Little Bobo. Oh, oh, who's a goof? Who's a goof? Mama. Boo 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 boo. Hello. Hello. Ah, what are you doing? What are you looking at me for? You just give me kisses. Oh, you just miss me. Is that what's up? Ah, don't get in my ear. You silly baby. You little silly baby. Goofy little thing. Look at you. You're just so goofy. You are just a goof. You sweet little thing. You're just a goof. Yeah. You sweet baby. Mom's made minutes because I heard bad from all the car shop. Huh? A trammy? What the? A what? You goof. Look at you. You silly thing. Oh. Oh my goodness. What a baby. What a baby. You just a goof. Look at you. Oh. Tramadol. Oh. I don't know none of this fucking pill lingo bullshit. Oh. Oh. Oh, this sweet little thing. You goof. You just a goofball. What's up? It's just such a sweet little thing. You big flop. You're a fucking flop, dude. Floppity flop. Well, hi. Hello, Bobby. Well, oof. What? My goodness. Oof. Oh. What power? Did a year in a read sport? Well, I won't. It's like Greater Portland metro area. That's where I'm from. I've seen nothing but fucking thick accent like folks since I got here. That sounds kind of stereotypical to South, doesn't it? I mean, to be fair, I kind of saw the same thing when I was out and about when I was in Texas on my little vacation. So, I saw a lot of that. Eat it, yes. You sweet little plop. Little goofball just missed the shit out of me. Yes, you did. He's like pressed up against me. He's just like, don't leave me again, Daddy. Don't do that. Sweet little thing. You're just a goof. You're just so silly. Just so silly. Yeah. Seriously? Seriously? You're just the most, like, comfortable little thing right now, are you? You're just very comfy. A comfy and a chillin'. That's what Adam says it was blubbergumptious fat ass. The bass by us after we entered Mississippi. It was a blubbergumptious. Blubbergumptious. Yeah, I imagine like at least 50% of the cops in the South, especially Mississippi, are probably blubbergumptious. Silly little thing. I think he's gonna like start taking a nap here. I honestly think he would. Oh, you're just a sweet boy. Look at that cute little face. Oh my goodness. Just a smooshy little face. I'm shocked you're awake, to be honest. Well, I did have a coffee, which I finished earlier. I'm also got a burrito that I was going to actually crack open here pretty soon myself. I will actually take a little nap, and then next time I come back on, I'll actually be at the karaoke bar, because it needs to... Do you mind? Can you not kick? Because then, I'll go down there, come back from the vacation, show off and flex. Be like, guess who's back? When you go back to work. Tomorrow. I got my shift covered for today, because, I made sure that my manager knew. It's like, when I left from Dallas to Vegas to shift for my layover, that was at 11, so at 11 I was like, hey, I know from my last remember I was like technically scheduled today, but you want to just make sure, because I don't know when I was going to come back. And frankly, even then I was going to want to recoup and decompress anyway, so it's probably just better to make sure that, there's some way to make sure it gets covered, which it is, so I'm not too worried about it. Plus I have the vacation time for my PTO setup, so you should totally pick up a shift to show you a little. No, nah. I'll do that tomorrow when I'm all recouped and all refreshed. Oh my goodness, you fucking look at this. Look at this absurd thing. It's a little smoosh. Smoosh. Smoosh, smoosh. The smooshy of a smoosh. This dog has got no intentions of moving at all. He's just happy to have me. He's just happy to have me back. He's just like, yay, my dad's back. Goofball. Cause Steve Wee's like he's sick of Home and Family, and fuck no, it ain't. Dude, honestly, that shit like that tends to be a pretty major red flag when it comes to any company. And honestly, luckily, that isn't that bad. There's always a hardcore emphasis of teamwork, but it's like, I mean, that's about as worse as it gets. Luckily, it doesn't go to that level of we're like family. You silly boy. You silly little fun. Man, you're just sprawled out. My lord. Here. Here, buddy. Come here. Oh my god, you are you're a goof. You're such a goof. You silly thing. Here, Walmart, we're a family. It's like Vin Diesel, dude. It's like, we're like family. Gonna drive us down toll roads? Why? Can't you avoid those? There's gotta be a way to avoid that shit. I mean, come on. What? Dude, toll roads, hot take, should be illegal. Just fuck that shit. That's just cringe. Oof. Oof. I don't want that. Ew. Gross. Sounds terrible. It's like, yeah, this basic infrastructure that, you know, should just be a necessity and, you know, just kind of a given and common sense that should be available for everyone. Now, fuck that. How about a toll road? It's privatized, and now you have to pay to even be on it. It's like, fucking what? Like, oh my, dude, if there are some that was, you know, really, you know, emphasizes late stage capitalism, it's toll roads would be it. Like, oof. Oof. There's Mel. The roads don't even exist in Mammoth. Nice. But they sure do in Texas. Oh yeah, they do. Don't get me started on that again. Hey, baby. Boo, 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 boo. But, yeah, I'm gonna get myself some food. My stomach a bubbling. Cause I need to stuff my face. Stuff it nice and neat. That's all about Texas. I kind of did a little bit. I'll eventually, you know, kind of delve into more of it and stuff. But I mean, if you want to, you know, hear at least some of it, I mean, just play back like the first hour of the stream, you know, when you weren't here yet. But anyway, I'm gonna get myself some food, and next time I come back on, it will, you know, be me at the karaoke bar having some fun. So, peace out, and I'll see you all next month. So.